Guys, the midsize pickup truck segment is heating up in a big way in the United States, as evidenced by this news. Recently, Chevrolet dropped the 2021 Colorado ZR2 off-road truck update. And in this video, I want to show you some of the changes they made to that truck, but also put it in context with all the other mid-size trucks and see where this update for 2021 fits in with all mid-size trucks for 2020 and beyond. And I also will configure all of the mid-size trucks so you see kind of the starting prices and some of the options, as well as the off-road truck options for the mid-size class, all in one video. So let's kick it off with the ZR2 for 2021. And Chevrolet says it will be available next year in 2020. We don't have the price available yet for this truck, but if you look at the images, I think it's more aggressive. The grille is now way larger than before, and they kind of made it a little bit lower, and it goes into the lower skid plate, and they have the vents on the sides. It's not a huge update for the Colorado ZR2 truck. In fact, I didn't touch the powertrains at all. It's still available with a 3.6 liter V6 gas engine or a 2.8 liter turbo diesel. And you could see in the front bumper area, the cutouts for the front wheels are still there. So what it appears to be is just a cosmetic change on the outside. Chevrolet said they did not make very big changes on the inside as well, and it still maintains its approach angle in the front. And they also painted the front tow hooks in red, which of course everybody loves red tow hooks these days in an off-road truck. So they gave it a small update, but still maintained its capability and powertrains. So if you were waiting for that 2.7 liter four-cylinder turbo gas engine in the new Colorado for 2021, well, it appears it's not quite there yet. We may have to wait quite a bit longer. But if you want a Chevy Colorado, you could start with basically a work truck extended cab long box. And long box and mid-size truck speak is 6 feet long. And the starting price is around $23,000, $24,000. It's available with a 2.5 liter four-cylinder and a 6-speed automatic transmission. Now, the manual transmission is no longer available. So if you want a basic Chevy Colorado truck, it's right there. It's got steel wheels. It's really simple. The interior is very simple as well. And for around $23,000 or so for a two-wheel drive, extended cab, long bed, you can get that. But of course, there's still the LT, Z71, and the ZR2 package. So if you do want that off-road truck, you can of course configure it. And the most expensive one would have to be with the diesel engine, which is still a 2.8 liter Duramax straight 4. And it's really set up as a good truck because it also offers you a little bit of utility, about 5,000 pounds of towing, a brake controller, and of course all the off-road ability as well, because it has front and rear lockers, Duratrack tires, lots of clearance, and side protection with a skid plate on the side. Of course, there are special colors available, and for 2021, of course, there's a new desert color, as you can see. They've also updated the tailgate with a stamped Chevrolet on the new 2021 version, but for 2020, basically a fully maxed out on options truck will run you close to $50,000 if you do all the options, including the ZR2 Dusk Special Edition package. Of course, the ZR2 Bison is still there, and it sounds like they'll be extending the allocations for the Bison truck into the future. So if you want extra protection, steel bumpers front and rear, and also an additional snorkel at additional pricing, and also up to 5 skid plates, the Bison package is there. It does cost $5,700, however. But if you don't need all that, but you want a little bit of customization on your ZR2, like I said, about $50,000 is where it's at. GM also has a brother truck to the Colorado. It's the GMC Canyon. Pricing on the Canyon is very similar to the Colorado. They're within a couple of $100 of each other. As you can see, here is a starting price for an extended cab, longer bed, once again 6-foot bed option truck, is around $23,000. But what's unique on the Canyon at this point is still the Denali luxury model, which includes 20-inch wheels, Of course, you can get it as a crew cab with a longer bed as well, a 6-foot bed with the crew cab version. You can get it with a diesel, you can get it in 4-wheel drive, and after you do all this stuff, the maximum price is also pushing $50,000. But for 2021, GMC is also introducing, or will introduce, the AT4 off-road version. We got a sneak peek at that prototype truck when Roman and Tommy went on a GMC event recently. They had that little GMC AT4 2021 truck in a trailer. It was still camouflaged, so we don't have a lot of details on the new GMC Canyon AT4, but I think what that means is they're moving away from the all-terrain model, which is currently available in 2019 and 2020 trucks, and they'll switch the naming convention to AT4, which is their top-of-the-line off-road version, and I'm guessing it'll mimic some of the equipment available on the ZR2 Colorado. It just will be with GMC Canyon styling. But how does this relate to everybody else? Because there are more trucks available now in the midsize truck segment, starting with the Ford Ranger. It became available in 2019 as a 2019 model. It doesn't have quite as many options as the Chevy Colorado as far as crew cab with a longer bed. It's still just 2 configurations. So you have an extended cab with long bed or a super crew cab with a 5-foot box. You have just one engine option at this time, which is a 2.3 liter turbocharged gas engine. So it is really powerful, a very torquey engine with over 300 pound-feet of torque. So Ford is doing something a little bit different. They're not offering a choice of engines, but it's kind of a one engine for all types of Rangers trucks at this time. It starts for the base XL model at around $24,300, so just a little bit more than the starting price of a Chevy Colorado now, but that includes a 10-speed automatic, which all the Rangers now have. There is no Ford Ranger Raptor available in the United States, at least yet, or at least in the foreseeable future. If you option a Lariat Crew Cab 4x4, the starting price on that one is around $38, but you can add quite a few options. And to make a most off-road worthy Ford Ranger, you have to select the FX4 package. So let me show you the most options and the most expensive Ranger you can build, which is actually pushing around $46,000. There's a black appearance package, which is also new. Came out very recently. The FX4 package offers you not just special shocks and suspension tuning, but also Ford's latest crawl control feature for slow speed cruising off-road, plate protection. But after you select all the options, including the towing package, you're looking at upward of $46,000. For 2020 and beyond, Ford is expanding availability of our accessories, performance accessories parts. Ford recently made an announcement about a leveling kit as a dealer installed option. So you can actually order it. It's Fox shocks. It gives you a 2-inch lift in the front and special tuning, and it gives you more ground clearance and much better approach angle, which a lot of the Ranger trucks needed. And especially if you configure it with an FX4, you got that skid plate in the front, very usable package. And the leveling kit as a dealer installed option starts at $1,500 plus the installation fee. That package will also be available in the F-150. So they're actually adding more performance parts to the Ford Ranger, and factory approved and with a warranty. Next up is the Honda Ridgeline. This is a unique truck because it's not like every other midsize truck in the segment. It also comes as a 2-wheel drive, but in this case it's a front-wheel drive system. It's only available in one body configuration, a crew cab with a shorter bed in the back. Although the bed is very unique, offers that trunk area inside of it. It's also a little bit wider than most midsize truck beds. And the starting price for a front-wheel drive Ridgeline is just under $30,000. So it is more expensive starting price than the Ranger and the Colorado Canyon trucks because of that crew cab availability. It's also independent suspension all the way around, including front and rear. And it's one of the best riding trucks on road. It's not the best off-road truck, as we've shown you in several reviews in the past, just because just the clearance issue. I mean, it has a very capable all-wheel drive system, and we've showed that to you as well. But as far as clearance is concerned, it's just not the best for off-road, also with tires. Honda is also offering a few accessories, so you can option up your Ridgeline in many ways, but a black edition is still the top of the line, and the price for that is about $43,420, as you can see here, and it comes with all the technology included inside the vehicle. So it's one of the best on-road vehicles, not just purely meant to fight against the best off-road trucks out there. However, what is meant to fight against the best off-road trucks out there is the brand new 2020 Jeep Gladiator. You guys obviously know it's out there, and it's also available as one configuration, crew cab with a short bed, but only four-wheel drive. And that means the starting price for Gladiator is higher, even higher than the Ridgeline. Once again, because you're getting the classic boxy styling and also removable doors, removable top. And the starting price for a sport Gladiator is $33,545, as you can see right here. It comes with steel wheels, blacked out fenders, and a soft top version. But the Gladiator is a lifestyle truck, and it's currently the most expensive if you option it all the way. A Rubicon starts at around $43,000 plus. But then you start to option it up because you love options, especially on a Jeep, with steel bumper, which is winch ready and capable. That adds about $700. Front-facing camera, of course, you gotta have that for off-roading. Really good stuff. Special steel wheels. Has a choice of tires, of course. Then you can get a dual top version, so you can get either a hard top and a soft top together. You can switch them out depending on what you're doing. You can option up with a roll-up tonneau cover, of course, spray and bed liner. It comes with a one engine, 3.6 liter V6 currently, but for 2020, it will also be available with the new 3-liter EcoDiesel turbo diesel engine. We don't have pricing on that yet, but that will push the pricing even higher. And the four-wheel drive Gladiator is actually rated as the highest in the segment for towing, at 7,650 pounds. Of course, you have to pick your battles. You can't do everything at once. So if you're towing in the mountains, it's not going to tow probably that well with that weight, although it's rated for it. So you have to pick your battles. The diesel engine will probably be a little bit better at handling higher trailer weights. Here you go, with all the options, auxiliary switching, the pricing is approaching $60,000, and you can push it even higher. So currently it's the most expensive midsize truck. And with a diesel engine for 2020, it will be even higher. So if you want everything, including convertible truck, boom, there you have it. Now switching gears to the most affordable and also the oldest design in the class, it's the Nissan Frontier. If you choose a King Cab, which is their extended cab version with a longer bed, once again about 6 feet, the King Cab S, there's a special version that starts at $19,090, so under $20,000 starting price. So if you want value, this is it, and it's available with a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder gas engine. And actually it was really capable with a 5-speed manual transmission. It could handle a lot of payload. It couldn't tow very much. It's not rated to tow very highly, but it could handle payload, and it took us everywhere we wanted to go. We had it for about 6 months. Of course, you can option up your Frontier again to various levels. Pro 4X is their off-road version of the truck. So let me show you that really quick. Of course, you can get a crew cab or a crew cab with a longer bed option. So still several available options. And Nissan says, or there's unofficial information that they're working on a 2021 Nissan Frontier, all new generation of the truck. We just don't have any official information. We know it may borrow some styling from the Nissan Navara trucks that are available overseas. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But once again, for a crew cab 4x4 with a Pro 4X package, it's still very, very affordable. It's around $34,000. With a few options, you may be able to push it to $37,000 and $38,000. So still very affordable truck for the midsize segment. Finally, we have to talk about the Toyota Tacoma, which is actually still the segment-leading bestseller. Even though it's been challenged recently by the new Ford Ranger and the Jeep Gladiator trucks, It's still the best seller. It's kind of maintaining its sales numbers in 2019, and we'll have to wait and see what happens in 2020, of course. And it's still available in many configurations with an extended cab, longer bed option. Starting price is around $26,000, so it's not quite as low as the Chevy Colorado of the Ford Ranger starting prices. But there's some discounts to be had, of course, as with any of these trucks. And if you want the most optioned, most off-road capable, of course, you got to go with the TRD Pro. For 2020, there are a few updates, but it's getting new headlights, it's getting a new seat with more adjustment to make more people comfortable, has slightly different suspension tuning. So they've made very targeted updates for 2020. It's not obviously a full facelift. It's also available with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So they want to, of course, keep this truck competitive. It's still available with a 3.5-liter V6, and we anticipate that that engine will remain there for at least, several more years. So as news comes, you'll be sure to get it right here on TFL Truck. But I think the more midsize trucks we have, the more options we have, the better it is for all of us, because we can choose more and it's more competitive, and the prices will tend to come down a little bit because of all this competition. And go back to tfltruck.com for more news, use, and real world truck reviews.